Live 10 at 10 continues with No Wait Weather.
I think it was pretty pleasant out tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice night for a run.
Exactly, and a pretty not nice day, I should say, for tomorrow if you want to go out and run, unless you like the rain to keep you cool.
Maybe.
We do have a stormy situation setting up for the day, so let's get right to it. There is one area tonight of concern as far as storms are concerned. Most areas are looking quiet. We've got mostly clear skies in many parts of the valley. A couple of sprinkles up north, but you may have noticed this area of storms over into our southwestern viewing area. It's just on the edge of it in western parts of Dickey County, western Brown County, starting to move that way toward the east. It's moving about 20 miles per hour, a little bit of lightning associated with this little cluster. And in addition to that, we could be seeing some small hail. So this may impact our viewers right along the North Dakota, South Dakota line tonight. But that's the one little area of storms we're dealing with right now. Different story for tomorrow. Here's a latest look at the radar out west in western parts of South Dakota. A line of storms there. This is going to be moving eastward, and it's associated with a low that's going to be lifting northeastward here over the next 24 to even 48 hours, and that's going to be impacting us and bringing us good chances for some rain, even some thunder showers. So that will eventually be here by tomorrow morning. Until then, we've got a pretty nice night in progress. 75 degrees in Fargo, 72 in Grand Forks, and 60s over into Lakes Country, 72 in Detroit Lakes, and 72 in Devil's Lake tonight. So let's get right to that forecast. It's going to be a busy one over the next 24 hours. A chance for a few isolated storms overnight tonight. Maybe one or two that are a little bit on the stronger side as we're waking up tomorrow morning. But again, some places dealing with the storms. Now, this model has been having trouble handling the weather situation. So I think the placement of some of these may end up being a little bit different than what we're showing here. But what I think really is going to happen is that we will see some storms somewhere in the valley tomorrow morning, perhaps even down in southern parts of the valley to start off our day. This is 5 a.m. Very warm, too. Temperatures are going to be in the 50s to some upper 60s to start off as well. We've got that wind coming in out of the south, helping to transport in a decent amount of moisture to help feed these storms throughout the day. Now, as we move into that 8 a.m. time frame, as you're leaving the house, heading to work, there will be some areas that are dealing with some rain and thunder showers. And even if you aren't, might be a good idea to have your rain gear on hand, because leaving work might be a different story. So again, 8 a.m. some places then it will have some rain and some thunder showers. Temperatures rising into the 70s by lunchtime. And then the next round starts to develop and move in. Lunchtime, our model showing them moving into the western parts of our viewing area. And mostly cloudy skies, too, I want to point out here. As that low continues to move northeast, we'll see those storms lift north and east as well. By 2 o'clock, we may have a pretty good line going, and that's going to continue into the evening hours. Widely, or it should be scattered over a wide area is what I'd like to say. There's many places that could be dealing with some storms, especially the southern valley. Now, this is going to continue until later tomorrow night and even overnight into the early part of the day on Friday. There is a risk for some severe weather with this, especially southern valley, where we may see a little bit more sunshine, and that'll help to feed that instability. We could see some stronger storms pop up, perhaps some strong wind gusts, some hail, even some storms could be rotating in the southern valley with this. The greatest threat a little farther south outside of our viewing area. Now, looking ahead toward late tomorrow night, still being impacted by this, and this is going to continue all the way into Friday. So we have a marginal risk for most of us tomorrow. That means some of us could see an isolated strong to severe storm. Stronger threat down in our southern counties and beyond for those storms. In addition to that, a flash flood watch in effect starting 10 a.m. tomorrow for our western counties, because we could be getting a good dose of rain with this. Anywhere you see yellow, this is through Friday. That would be more than an inch, and there'll likely be some areas where we get several inches of rain. But check this out. Here's a great shot. This was earlier when we were enjoying some drier conditions, the harvest going on, and Grayson was checking out that combine North Fargo there the other day. So a lot of combines probably not going to be moving tomorrow. Things are going to be pretty wet. 79 degrees the high for Thursday. And as we look ahead toward Friday, we'll be quieting down. We'll see some more sunshine by the end of the day, a high of 80 degrees. This weekend, a little bit on the stormy side, but we'll have some sunshine in between, temperatures in the 80s.
Okay, looking pretty nice. But tomorrow there was a lot of green, orange, and red in that radar.
It's going to be busy tomorrow. I know a lot of people want to see some rain, but we don't necessarily want to get it all in one shot.
No,
so hopefully we can keep those rain totals at a reasonable level.
Exactly. Thank you, Lisa.
You bet.
Well, later on Valley News Live 10 at 10, some well-known companies are changing their maternity leave policy for the better. But first, tips for you new breastfeeding moms when returning back to work after just having a baby.